KAWL, The Call, 1500 AM, Monarch's Talk Radio.
Welcome back to The Call. I'm your host, J.R. Livingston. This segment is called Dark Realms, a segment dedicated to unsolved mysteries and strange, unexplained phenomena that have occurred in Wyoming. Tonight's discussion focuses on the missing persons epidemic that has plagued Wyoming for years. Monarch, Wyoming, and the surrounding area specifically. Monarch County is and continues to be the missing person capital of the world. Tonight's episode is sponsored by R&R Auto, Thunder Peak Lawn Services, Chubbs, and Tony Smith Auto. With me is PhD journalist, researcher, and author of the book Into the Void, Monarch, Wyoming's Missing Persons, and What Little Clues Remain, Dr. David Robinson. Welcome to Dark Realms, Dr. Robinson. It's a pleasure to have you.
It's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
As we get started, I want to talk about the statistics because I was surprised by how many people have gone missing. When the numbers are put into perspective, they are staggering.
Yes, most folks know that Monarch County has a high rate of missing persons, but they don't know just how high that rate is. I'll try to put some perspective on this. The total number of missing persons in Wyoming in 1990 was 206 persons. That number doesn't necessarily blow people away, but when you consider the population of Wyoming at roughly 455,000 people, that's 45.27 persons per 100,000, which is the most in the nation by far.
Those numbers alone are hard to believe, but I have a feeling you're just getting started. Before we dive deeper into this discussion, now a word from our sponsors.
Thunder Peak Lawn Services. We are the complete lawn care company, located in beautiful Monarch, Wyoming. Our business offers all of the lawn care services to fit your property's needs. This includes wide area mowing, seeding, landscape maintenance, leaf cleanup, sprinkler blowout, and snow removal. Contact us today at 555-3598. Your lawn is our priority.
Chubbs. Do you have a hankering? A hankering for a cheeseburger? Of course you do. I've been eating cheeseburgers all day and I can't get enough. Head on down to Chubbs. Cheeseburger Connoisseur's Paradise. It's in our name. C for cheeseburger, H for heaven. You better believe, sucker. Open from 9 a.m. till midnight, located at 2617 North Main Street, across from the Z-Mart.
R&R Auto. Family owned and operated since 1952. Your source for quality auto repair. R&R Auto provides guaranteed superior service for all makes and models. Serving Monarch since 1952, we employ ASE-certified technicians averaging over 10 years of experience, ensuring a quality source for auto repair, any inspection, repairs, or preventative maintenance services that you need. Experience our family-style customer service with free rides to work or home. We offer worry-free guaranteed estimates with a car inspection. We road test our vehicles to ensure repair completion and guarantee our service for 12 months or 12,000 miles for labor. Contact us at 555-5027. We're open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. Located at 1150 Silver Street on the corner of 8th Street and Silver.
KAWL, The Call, 1500 AM, Monarch's Talk Radio.
Welcome back to The Call. I'm your host, J.R. Livingston. In tonight's episode of Dark Realms, we are discussing the missing persons epidemic in Monarch, Wyoming. With me is PhD journalist, researcher, and author of the book Into the Void, Monarch, Wyoming's Missing Persons Epidemic, Dr. David Robinson. Doctor, before the break you were discussing the hard-to-believe missing persons statistics for Monarch County.
Yes, indeed. So, of the 206 missing persons in 1990 in Wyoming, 163 of those cases happened in Monarch County. That's right, I'm not making those numbers up. You can find that information in the public record.
That's hard to believe.
It is, and this number is truly staggering. Monarch County has a population of around 23,600 people. That equates to roughly 688 people per 100,000 or 6.9 per 1,000 persons.
It's hard to fathom all these numbers. So my question is, why? Why so many?
I'll get to that, but I do have a few more numbers to throw into the mix really quick. Of the 163 reported missing here, only 25 have been identified as either dead or alive. The other 138 are still unaccounted for. Now, they still could be found in the coming months or years. But this number defies all other areas of the world where 95 to 98% of all missing persons are found eventually, in one form or another. 85% of monarchs missing seem to stay missing, which has been the trend for over a decade.
My goodness. Such a strange thing. This seems to be a dirty secret that no one wants to talk about.
Well, it was a dirty secret. But with this broadcast and my book, I hope to shed more light on this subject, and hopefully we can get some answers.
Take us into a typical missing person case.
There are two types of missing persons: those who disappear voluntarily and those who do not. Those who disappear voluntarily do so to escape abusive spouses or family obligations. Some do it to avoid creditors or trouble with the law. There are usually several clues that indicate if someone left voluntarily. This leads us to those who disappear involuntarily. The reasons for these are numerous as well: homicide, suicide, kidnapping, and being lost in the wilderness, to name a few. But there is one fact about monarch disappearances that leaves everyone scratching their heads. Whole families disappear, not just one person, but entire families. This contributes to our high numbers as well. 99% of the time, whole families disappear in Monarch, Wyoming. There are virtually no clues as to why and how they disappeared. They remain missing. The whole family remains missing. Since 1976, there has only been one family found after a missing person case was opened. That was the Beechers after the husband went berserk with an axe and dumped their bodies in the Forked Tongue River. The why is something I and law enforcement are trying to solve. We don't know why, and that is truly frightening.
So we live in a Bermuda Triangle of sorts. Who are the people who are going missing? Are we talking about drifters, drunkards, the homeless, broken families?
No, we are not. To exacerbate the missing conundrum, it's mainly well-educated individuals or well-educated households going missing. Doctors, teachers, journalists, lawyers, judges, engineers, and archaeologists. 35% of those professionals in this region have gone missing since 1976, which again is an astonishing statistic. This fact is a deterrent to attracting and recruiting these much-needed professionals. As a result, there has been a slowdown in well-educated and trained professionals coming to Monarch.
Thanks, Doctor. These facts are both disturbing and fascinating. And now a word from our sponsors.
Are you craving some delicious pizza that will transport you back in time? Look no further than Old Time Pizza, located at 927 Grand Avenue in Monarch, Wyoming. Our mouth-watering pizzas are made with only the freshest ingredients and baked to perfection in our old-fashioned brick ovens. Whether you prefer classic toppings or something more unique, Old Time Pizza has something for everyone. And with our convenient phone ordering at 555-3636, it's easier than ever to get your pizza fix. Thanks for calling Old Time Pizza. What can I get for you? So why settle for ordinary pizza when you can experience the taste of the past? Come to Old Time Pizza today and satisfy your cravings.
Tony Smith Auto. Tony Smith Auto was founded in 1937, making us the oldest dealership in the region. We strive for excellence in customer care, service, and value. We welcome all of our northern Wyoming shoppers to experience our excellent customer service. We are conveniently located in downtown Monarch, 1 block off Main Street, across from the Katie House Theaters, at 107 East Walnut Street. At our dealership, you'll find a solid selection of new Smith models for sale, as well as a carefully inspected lineup of used vehicles. We also have a well-connected finance center run by a qualified team of finance experts who can help you get the right loan in a quick, easy, and transparent manner. Make your way to Tony Smith Auto in Monarch today for quality vehicles, a friendly team, and professional service at every step of the way.
Are you tired of the same old grocery store experience? Come on down to Franny's Market, where the freshest produce, meats, and groceries await you. Our shelves are stocked with the best ingredients for all of your favorite recipes, and our knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you find what you need. At Franny's Market, we believe in supporting our local community, so you'll find plenty of locally sourced items on our shelves. And that's not all. We also host community events, cooking classes, and tastings so you can sample new flavors and meet your neighbors. Come see what all the fuss is about and shop at Franny's Market today. We're located at 169 Grand Avenue. I'm Franny, and I can't wait to meet you at my market. Come on down and let's talk food.
George Gollin, attorney at law. Don't let police harassment or misconduct go unchecked. George Gollin will fight for your rights and hold those responsible accountable for their actions. Whether you've experienced excessive force, false arrest, or other forms of police misconduct, George Gollin has the experience and expertise to help you get the compensation you deserve. You have rights, and George Gollin will make sure they are protected. Contact George Gollin today for a free consultation and let him help you get the justice you deserve.
Hi, I'm George Gollin. If you've been a victim of police harassment or misconduct, I'm here to help. Call me at 555-1525 and let's fight for your rights together.
KAWL, The Call, 1500 AM, Monarch's Talk Radio.
Welcome back to The Call. I'm your host, J.R. Livingston. In tonight's episode of Dark Realms, we are discussing the missing persons epidemic in Monarch, Wyoming. With me is PhD journalist, researcher, and author of the book Into the Void, Monarch, Wyoming's Missing Persons Epidemic, Dr. David Robinson. Doctor, before the break you were discussing the types of people that go missing, and the varieties are well-educated professionals who seem to vanish from the earth.
Yes. Since 1976, the majority of missing persons and missing families in the Monarch area have been well-educated professionals such as teachers, lawyers, doctors, archaeologists, engineers, etc.
Do you have any stories in particular that you would like to share with us tonight?
Of course. This is actually a personal story, and oddly enough, one in which I interacted with and spoke to two groups of people who vanished and have not been found to this day. This story really hits home for me, and it was one reason I wrote my book.
So this story is in your book, Into the Void?
It is, I call it, The Spanish Coin. It was January 18th, 1977, at the Monarch Correspondents Dinner held at the Liberty Inn and Convention Center. I was a young journalist right out of college. It was cold, and there was snow on the ground that night, which you'd expect in the middle of January in northern Wyoming. I was late for the dinner because my car wouldn't start, so I called up my friend Harry Reingold, an editor for the Monarch Dispatch, and he came by and picked me up. When we got there, we chit-chatted with many different folks, had some drinks, and then sat down to dinner. Now, when dinner started, I sat down next to Thomas Winston and his wife Norma. For those who don't know who Thomas Winston was, he owned the English Ranch in Big Horn and was one of the wealthiest men in town. I was also seated next to Lisa Wilson and her husband Morgan. Lisa was the Monarch County assessor, and Morgan Wilson was a well-known archaeologist at the time. We talked and exchanged pleasantries, and as we spoke, I learned that Morgan was leading a dig site near the English ranch. He had stumbled on an old Native American battle site. It was all very fascinating to hear, and Thomas Winston was financing the whole project. Unfortunately, the winter weather was slowing their efforts, but they hoped to resume in the spring.
What were some of the things that Morgan was discovering at this site?
They were finding human remains and arrowheads, typical items from a battle site. But Morgan showed me something that he had found. It was a coin. I asked him what kind of coin it was. He told me that it was a silver coin, Spanish, late 16th century, about 400 years old. He let me examine it. It had a cross, a sort of coat of arms with lions and castles, all worn down but visible. There was writing too, but very worn and illegible. Upon looking at the coin, a thought occurred to me. The colonial Spanish never ventured into Wyoming as far as I knew, so I asked him about it. He told me that the coin might be proof that they did. I found that very interesting, and I asked him if he had seen anything else like that, and he said he hadn't. We continued eating, and I didn't think much about it after that until something very bizarre occurred. We had all finished dinner, and most of the crowd moved to the bar for drinks and smokes. It was a light-hearted gathering with lots of laughter and banter. It was getting pretty late. I was working on my third or fourth drink when I noticed Morgan Wilson frantically pushing through the crowd. I stopped him and asked him if he was okay. He asked me if I had seen Lisa, his wife. I told him I hadn't seen her since dinner. His face changed to one of dread, and he looked around to make sure no one was watching us. He said, "Take this coin. Don't let anyone know you have it. I'll get it from you in a few days." With that, he gave me the old Spanish coin and took off into the crowd. I was a little unsettled by the whole thing. He seemed scared, like he was fearing for his life. I stood there for a moment, gathering my thoughts. My first thought was that Morgan was in trouble. I need to go help him. So I headed for the door to try to find him. Outside in the parking lot, it was cold. I looked in all directions for him and heard a commotion behind the hotel, back by the trash dumpsters. But before I got there, I saw bright purple electrical sparks coming from behind the building. I ran to see what was happening, and when I got there was a dark figure in the shadows. Once the figure saw me, it ran around the building. I yelled out, "Stop! Hey, you stop!" I tried to catch up, but the roadway was sheer ice, and sure enough, I fell hard onto the pavement. I finally made it around the building, but by that time there was no one in sight.
Did you get a good look at the dark figure? Was it a man or a woman?
It was a short and stocky individual. It could have been a man or a woman, I'm not sure. I didn't see a face.
What happened after that?
The party eventually came to an end, and I unfruitfully searched for Morgan for about 15 more minutes. I had concluded that he must have just gone home. The next day, it was reported that Thomas Winston, his wife Norma, and Morgan and Lisa Wilson were all missing. I went to the police with what I knew, telling them of the dark figure I saw in the back of the building. Days and weeks went by, and there were no more clues about what had happened to them. Those days and weeks have now turned into years with still no clues. It still haunts my memory. The dark figure will never be forgotten.
Dr. Robinson, I do thank you for sharing your story. Has there been anything new regarding their disappearance in recent years?
That is the tragedy of this case. There has been nothing new, but I still have this.
My goodness, it's the coin.
Yes, I keep it with me at all times. It reminds me to keep going and keep looking for answers that might someday lead to the truth.
Doctor, it has been a pleasure. Please come back and see us anytime.
Thank you, JR. I appreciate the platform for informing and educating the public.
That does it for our show tonight. This is J.R. Livingston, wishing you all a safe and healthy evening. Join me next week on Dark Realms, the only radio program dedicated to unsolved mysteries and strange, unexplained phenomena that have occurred in Wyoming. Good night.
KAWL, The Call, 1500 AM, Monarch's Talk Radio.